Luke and who's Lee?
This is Luke.
Luke, Lee. Okay, you two are incredible human beings. I just love, and I could hear the reaction in the audience when I said what y'all are doing. Okay, and you're getting a lot of attention on social media, so this must be amazing that what you decided to do is actually getting attention.
This is amazing. This is so, I can't believe we're here with you. We have experienced a lot together, and this is the most beautiful, amazing thing. Ellen, we are so grateful and so happy to be here. Thank you so much for who you are and what you do. I'm sorry, I know it's, thank you so much.
Well,
we love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, I love what y'all are doing. Of course, once I heard what you were doing, I wanted to have you on the show. Okay, so you had jobs. You obviously have loved animals your whole life.
Yes.
But what made you decide to do this? Because everybody wants to help and get dogs out of shelters, but nobody quits their jobs, gets an RV, and travels around. And what made you decide that?
It was exactly what you just said. We were one of those people. We were talking about it, and there was no action, and enough was enough. It was the time. You know, I had a job where I was waking up every day asking myself, what am I doing? I was going to sleep every night asking myself, what am I doing? And I would go home every night, I would see my dogs, I would envision this, I would envision rescuing dogs, and it was time.
So, and what were you doing?
I was taking photographs of dogs. My world is sort of behind the camera. And then Lee and I met, and then I started taking photographs of his dogs, and I was also living in an RV. So the idea sort of manifested in that at the time.
Right.
I'm a big traveler, as is Lee, and then we sort of came up with the idea together as in terms of traveling around in an RV and promoting.
Right, so the idea is, yes, I mean, so you get in an RV, you go to a shelter in a certain town, and then how do you get these dogs adopted?
Well, the thing is that we noticed that most of the videos to get dogs adopted were really sad and depressing. Or they would be of dogs that have been in the shelter for 20 years and just look like they've given up. We wanted to show those dogs that look like they've given up on an adventure. We wanted to put the life into the dog, the real dog, not the dog that you see in the cage. That's not the dog that you're gonna get when you bring home.
Exactly.
So we wanted to show what the dogs were like once you bring them out of the shelter. And that was the biggest mission. You know, throughout not my entire life, but while I've had my dogs, so many people.
Because you have 9 dogs, right?
Yeah, it's Tony. They're the best. Throughout having these dogs and social media and all these different things, people would ask me, "Where did you get your dog? Who's the breeder?" Is the most common question I got. So this was our way of showing people you don't have to have a breeder to get the types of dogs that we have.
Right, because there are a lot of purebred dogs in shelters.
For sure.
So many.
Yeah, I mean, so many purebred dogs is Bobo a lab mix, or what is Bobo?
Bobo's a chocolate lab.
Right, okay, and then I saw there was a St. Bernard.
Look at him.
Look at that. And they all get along, like your little dogs, your Chihuahuas don't, because I have little dogs and they have that little dog complex where they go after big dogs, which is a big mistake. Do they do that to the bigger dogs?
The thing is that when dogs do that, in a way, I look at it as a beautiful thing because it's actually the dog just trying to protect you.
Yeah.
Your little dogs are just very protective, even more protective if they're going against big dogs.
Right.
They're fearless.
Right.
So what we have to do, as parents, is tell the dog in dog words that you don't need protection.
Right.
That you can handle any situation. The dog has to feel completely safe and confident with you. When you first meet a dog, they don't know that right away, but with time, patience, and especially love, they'll get that. Yeah,
because the little dogs do have, we've been working with ours and I've told them that I don't need protection. I've introduced them to my security. So, and you've gotten over 200 dogs adopted. They've gotten 200 dogs out of pounds. All right. So I just, go to our website. You can find out more about them. Shelter dogs, there is something about a dog that when you rescue from a shelter, that there's an appreciation you'll never see from any other dog that understands that you rescued them, and is the best feeling when you see those dogs come to life and change and all of a sudden blossom into what they're supposed to be. It's the best feeling. So go rescue a dog if you can. Go help these guys out if you can, and give them money because they need the money. All right, well, we have to take a break, but I want to talk to you more after this. I have a little something for you, but first I want to thank Bill Hader for being here. And but I love the work that you've been doing. So my friends at Shutterfly want to help you out. So they want to give you a check for $10,000. So. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. No way.